all our dreams can come true, if we have the courage to pursue them. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. When you're curious, you find lots of interesting things to do. Laughter is timeless. Imagination has no age. Dreams are forever. Togetherness, for me, means teamwork. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. A man should never neglect his family for business. The more you like yourself, the less you are like anyone else, which makes you unique. When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionable, and keep moving forward, opening new doors and doing new things. Because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. Laughter is America's most important export, our greatest natural resource is the minds of our children. First, think. Second, believe. Third, dream, and finally dare. You reach a point where you don't work for money. If you can dream, you can do it. Always remember that this whole thing was started by a mouse. I dream. I test my dreams against my beliefs. I dare to take risks, and I execute my vision to make those dreams come true. I believe in being a motivator. We share to a large extent one another's fate. We help create those circumstances which favor or challenge us in meeting our objectives and realizing our dreams. Disneyland will never be completed. It will continue to grow as long as there is imagination left in the world. The difference between winning and losing is most often not quitting. Everyone needs deadlines. Even the beavers. They loaf around all summer, but when they are faced with a winter deadline, they work like fury. If we didn't have deadlines, we would stagnate. Whatever you do, do it well. Never get bored or cynical. Yesterday is a thing of the past. And that's the real trouble with the world. Too many people grow up. They forget. Everyone falls down. Getting back up is how you learn how to walk. Adults are only kids grown up. It's a mistake not to give people a chance to learn to depend on themselves while they are young. I resent the limitations of my own imagination. Fantasy and reality often overlap. Life is composed of lights and shadows, and we would be untruthful, insincere, and saccharine if we tried to pretend there were no shadows. I always like to look on the optimistic side of life. But I am realistic enough to know that life is a complex matter. There is great comfort and inspiration in the feeling of close human relationships and its bearing on our mutual fortunes. A powerful force to overcome the tough breaks which are certain to come to most of us from time to time. The worst of us is not without innocence, although buried deeply it might be. Leadership means that a group, large or small, is willing to entrust authority to a person who has shown judgment, wisdom, personal appeal, and proven competence. The era we are living in today is a dream of coming true. The important thing is the family. If you can keep the family together, And that's the backbone of our whole business. Catering to families. That's what we hope to do. There's nothing funnier than the human animal. For every laugh, there should be a tear. You can't just let nature run wild. Do a good job. You don't have to worry about the money. It will take care of itself. Just do your best work, then try to trump it. Why worry? If you've done the very best you can, worrying won't make it any better. Get a good idea and stay with it. Dog it and work at it until it's done right. There is more treasure in books than in all the pirates loot on Treasure Island. After the rain, the sun will reappear. There is life. After the pain, the joy will still be here. Crowded classrooms and half-day sessions are a tragic waste of our greatest national resource. The minds of our children. In bad times and in good, I've never lost my sense of zest for life. Money doesn't excite me. My ideas excite me. All cartoon characters and fables must be exaggeration. Caricatures. It is the very nature of fantasy and fable. We are not trying to entertain the critics. I'll take my chances with the public. Times and conditions change so rapidly that we must keep our aim constantly focused on the future.